Welcome back to IntyCenter, our second week of spring training. And we'll start again with the stuff that you probably care about least, which is team performance. Because again, it's spring training. The wins and losses don't matter. But hey, you got to brag about something. Game of Throws continues their hot start to spring training. Best record in the league right now. They're sitting at 9-2. Right behind them, a Shack of their own at 8-3, and Amazings and Demon Bags each at 7-4. Every City Bandwagoners finally did get their first win. They had a much better second week, but they're still the worst record in spring training, sitting at 3-8. Top individual performances so far in spring training: Cy Seymour of a Shack of their own, leading spring training with 4 homers. He actually shares that lead with Yaz and Arky Vaughn. Seymour also sharing the RBI lead at 8 with Dave Parker, Juan Soto, and once again, Arky Vaughn. Hanley Ramirez leading spring training in OPS, doing it with a 1455 clip. On the other side, Barry Larkin, he continues to struggle. He's batting 147 so far. But hey, that number probably sounds great for Biz Mackey. He's hitting 095 right now. He's got 8 strikeouts and only 1 extra base hit. And then there's Roy Campanella, who has more GIDPs. He's hitting to 2 double plays than he has hits. He only has 1 hit, though that 1 hit was a homer. And you have to wonder, with offensive numbers like that at catcher, maybe he's just auditioning for the 2022 Cleveland Guardians. Oh, real baseball makes me so sad. How about on the mound? Actually, can't even read my own script. One more bit of struggling. We've got 4 players that have already struck out 15 times in 11 games in spring training: Chris Hoyles, Jimmy Fox, Buck Leonard, and the outfield version of Babe Ruth. Now let's look at the mound. Pedro Martinez completely on fire. He's got 23 strikeouts and 12 innings of work. Smokey Joe Wood, he's got a minuscule 0.69 whip in his 13 innings of work. And Doc Gooden, he's combining both of those, getting us that 0.21 whip and 20 strikeouts. He's done that in just 9 1/3 innings. Boy, if he can carry that into the regular season, look out for the enhancers. Well, who isn't shining? How about Bob Gibson? He's given up 5 homers in just 8 innings. Madison Bumgarner, he's walked 6 and he's only pitched 6 1/3 innings. And then there's Ed Walsh. He's given up 12 earned runs, and that's come in just 4 innings of work. Now, over the last 7 days, what were some of our top individual games? We'll start with Joe Mauer. He had a 3-hit, 2-homer performance against those Steel Tiger Cranes. Eddie Plank, he tossed 5 no-hit innings against the Game of Throws. Charlie Gehringer of the Amazings, he had a 2-homer game against that same team, Game of Throws. We already talked about Doc Gooden overall. One of his best performances was a 5-inning, 1-hit, 10-strikeout performance against Northern Shores. He is just smoking. Frankie Lindor, he had a homer, 2 RBI, and a nap for the enhancers in the win over Mandalore. If you get that reference, you'll know what I say when I say fuck Frankie Lindor. King Felix Hernandez, he tossed 5 shutout innings against the Orange Barrels. He allowed 1 hit, and he struck out 6 in that one. Carl Yastrzemski, never going to spell his last name, but I will pronounce it. He hit a pair of homers off Steel Tiger Cranes. And Hanley Ramirez helping his league-leading OPS with a 3-hit game for the Orange Barrels. That one coming against the Family Madrigal. Now, we get to the part you really care about, the injury report. And I'm here to tell you the injuries are starting to pile up a bit. Family Madrigal, they've got 3 players currently listed with various injuries. Doc Ayers, he has an unknown virus. He's day-to-day. We never like seeing the word unknown virus as it relates to a DP4M team. Bert Dorr, he's got a sore elbow. He's day-to-day. And then Jim Fogarty, he's out 2 weeks. He has a calf strain. Performance enhancers, Scott Rowland has a strained rib cage. He's probably going to be day-to-day for about 3 weeks. And then more bad news for Game of Throws as Jocko Milligan's picked up his 2nd injury of spring training. 2nd injury is worse than the 1st. This time it's a sports hernia, and he's going to miss the start of the regular season. He's out 5 to 6 weeks. And The last one is probably the most confusing, and it's really concerning here because let's be honest, how in the fuck do you get a dead arm the second week of spring training? I don't know, but Max Manning of the Demon Bags, he has that going on. He's set to be reevaluated in 3 days. Well, that's going to do it for our second week of spring training on IntyCenter. Hopefully your team's not getting hit by the injury bug. And if it is, hopefully they rebound soon. We'll see you next time on IntyCenter.